All right, it's Grind City Media at Team USA training camp right here in Las Vegas. The last time the Grizzlies were represented, as I said before, in Las Vegas, this guy was cheerleading. He was leading his team, supporting them in everything he could, practicing a little bit. But now Jaren Jackson Jr. is in the middle of the bench right now with Team USA select team, helping Team USA prepare for the FIBA World Cup later this month. Jaren, what's the last few days been like as you started off? And just talk about this journey and how you got to be a part of this team.
Well, first I played on the USA team on the U17 team, so I'm kind of been already in the loop, knowing the guys, knowing the people who work in USA basketball and what that means to put on that jersey. It's huge. But we're just around some of the best coaches in the world, some of the best staff in the world. There's so many things that you can take away, that you can bring back to your team in terms of how to read the game, leadership, how to act, and little things like that. But the main goal is to prepare the team who's going off to make sure they're ready to go.
All right, you're our franchise guy with the Memphis Grizzlies, so I'm here to represent and basically support you and what you're going to be doing here throughout the week. How cool is it, though, Gregg Popovich is over top of the team right now as a coach. He coached your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Does this seem like sort of surreal that you're now in a system where he was there and then your dad sort of had that same – what kind of advice did your dad give you in terms of dealing with Coach?
Ain't no advice for that. That's like family, but it's more weird for them because they actually saw my dad. So, me, I just kind of give them little moments, things my dad has said to me, any advice my dad's given to me, they kind of have given to him. So it kind of just, it's fluid. And, Coach Kerr and Coach Pop both knew my dad really well, and even Jeff Van Gundy knew my dad. So everybody pretty much knows my dad. Like, it's just weird and on some weird stuff like that. But, it's funny at the same time.
All right, you guys have been making – when I say you guys, the Grizzlies have been making headlines all offseason long. The energy, obviously, for the Summer League. The draft has been huge, bringing in Ja, and Brandon, and obviously the coaching staff additions. Just how much are you feeling that energy? How excited are you to finally get back? And I know you probably can't wait for the schedule to come out and then the season to get going for training camp.
Yeah, but, at the end of the day, like, I definitely want to instill this to Ja just because, I played a year, but, all that is great, but it doesn't mean anything until we start. So, it's all great, but it is what it is, and you take it for what it is. But, honestly, it means nothing. And you got to turn it on when it's time for camp, and we got to do our thing during the year. So I'm just itching to get back out there. I don't really like talking about anything, talking about what we're going to do and how it is going to be. I mean, the stuff that makes headline is just us being organic and how we are, as friends, and just hanging around each other and just being around each other. That's what makes headlines. As far as how we prepare and how we practice and how we do all these things, that they don't need to make headlines because it's behind the scenes. We've been working all summer. Absolutely. And we have to put that on the court. So
all right, lastly, man, you ready to go physically? You're good. I know you talked about the workouts and building up and everything. You feel like this is a runway to what training camp is going to be next month?
For sure. I'm 110%. I feel good. I've felt good, so this isn't like anything new. But yeah, I'm excited that I'm not on the side in jeans anymore and a blazer.
All right, well, we'll be covering Jaren Jackson all week here in Las Vegas. Friday is their game in the blue and white scrimmage at Thomas and Maxson. No, it's at the actual T-Mobile Arena, so they're going to go big time. All right, keep it locked on Grind City Media for all your Grizzlies coverage.